Yo, what's up guys? We are back in Delusion. In the last video we left off, we had talked to the, was it the enthralled one? I think is what she was called, which is the ghost of the queen that's here, and we kind of forgot to wrap things up with that quest, so I still gotta talk to the queen to actually turn that quest in, and then maybe we'll go exploring or something. We'll see, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. Also, yesterday was when I recorded the last video, but a lot of things have happened today. Seems like a lot of craziness has been going on online. Apparently, Ozzy Osbourne has died, which is very sad. I used to listen to his music a lot when I was young, so RIP to him. But also, apparently, for those of you who know anything about Vtubers, some of you might not. I know that I don't really necessarily make VTuber-centered content, but let me see. No, we'll go talk straight to the queen. See, as the queen casts her gaze upon you, you are overcome with a wave of melancholy so profound it almost drives you to your knees. Do you have more questions? The Entombed One has stopped her efforts to destroy the kingdom. Excellent work, mortal. I never thought that I'd see the day. What persuaded her in the end? Substance abuse, what? In all honesty, I told her a pack of pretty sounding lies. Your necklace. I told her a pack of pretty sounding lies. Not your necklace, that's for sure. Substance abuse? Well, as long as it worked. The Queen of Silver sighs, settling back into her throne. And so we buy another few years of our endless existence. Joy! We have done it! I don't know what we got. I wasn't really paying attention, but we got some stuff. Oh, I got a Mind Siphon ring. This ring draws on the power of the minds and converts them into something more kinetic, trading mana for increased damage in battle. The ring hungers whenever you think hard, your fingers twist and flutter violently, as if around unseen throats. Cool! Trading mana for increased damage in battle. So it's another one that converts my my mana then. I mean, that one's neat if like I'm not really using spells, I guess. Or if I have like a bunch of mana potions, I guess that could be also very handy. We're also 2 away from getting another Delusion. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring. I'm gonna try and see if I can find that fast travel point. Oh, it's over there! I see it! Okay, so we gotta get over there. Which is cool because I can draw that bridge as well, which will make getting over there much easier. And then we will try and find get some more ingredients to make truth potions. And then we'll start heading over to the Duchess, because I want to make sure that I'm stocked up on truth potions, just because they don't last that long, and they are like, they only last for a certain amount of time, and if I don't do things in a certain amount of time, then I'm kind of screwed. So to make sure that I'm good on that. But yeah, the whole, so with the VTuber stuff, I know that some people who watch my stuff, that is so weird how they come up from the ground like that. Some people who watch my stuff don't exactly watch other VTubers or anything, which is fine because I don't exactly make quote-unquote VTuber content. I just happen to have a VTuber model. So I feel like I kind of am like in a weird spot with the VTuber niche because of that, but so if you do know about VTubers, there is a big group named VShojo that some very, very popular VTubers belong to, like Iron Mouse, and yeah, apparently they were stealing some money from a charity, so that's lovely. And of course, when Iron Mouse came out and was like, "Hey guys, this is going on. I have quit VShojo, etc., etc." I kind of had a feeling that like VShojo's like they're screwed, bro. They are 100% screwed. There's no coming back from that. Especially when arguably their biggest talent has left, and one of the people that founded it. And sure enough, everybody ended up walking out. So I feel like an important thing to note with streamers, it's not just VTubers, it's just streamers in general, or even YouTubers, is do not fall into the ideology of that you need to have a, like an organization. You need to be part of an organization to be successful or whatever, because you don't need one. If you're a VTuber, you don't need to be part of a VTuber org. If you're a streamer, you don't need to be part of a streaming org like OTK or whatever other ones exist. It's like, it will help you in the beginning to kind of like push up your numbers, get people to see you and everything, but it won't benefit you in the long run. And in a lot of cases, as we have seen time and time again, especially with VTuber Corps, they tend to have a lot of sketchy business going on that will come back to bite you, so gotta be careful with all that. Do I have to teleport through this for it to completely activate? I don't think I do. I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's go to Holotone. Oh, the game did not like that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about it. It's basically just like, if for anybody out there that does or is interested in streaming, or does streaming, or does YouTube, VTubing, any of it, be cautious with corporations. It's okay to do everything yourself, you know? It's also okay to get help. There's nothing wrong with it. But at the end of the day, if you do get help, and it's from a company, be very cautious of companies. Never trust them. They'll bite you in the ass. Be God! Yes. Big dead. Okay, so we got that. That's good. That means that we can use that to kind of jump around to the other cities and stuff. But I'm gonna come up here real quick and burp. I'm gonna burp in y'all's face, my bad. Let's activate those. Very nice. So we did that. We have that active. How many of those plants did I have? Wait, where's my... I always forget which menu things are in. Key items? Nah, that isn't. No, that's actual keys. Never mind. Oh, I have 1 Emberian ore. That's neat. I wonder where I got that. Was it the Eye of the No, was it? Shit, which one was it? Was it the Pagoth or was it... No, this is mana. This one, the Paradoxius was mana. I don't know what the Death Veil one was. Eye of Pagoth, I feel like was the Truth Potion. Right? Okay, let's see if there's a alchemy station nearby. There should be. If not, how much gold do we have? 123 gold. I do have that house. Do I have enough to spend on that? I didn't mean to do that. You did not see anything. Who are you? After a long and worrisome journey, I'm finally here. Oh, it's the guy that was talking about the map. Way early in the game. The ancient kingdom of Verdant, now twisted by cruel cipher into a land of the endless. But it seems as though the rumors are true. They really do shut up shop when the neuron star is brightest in the sky. I don't know, are you the person? I can't tell. Alas, I was hoping to get 1 potion of blister obliteration. What the hell is that? My feet are killing me. So I wonder if that's like an unmarked side quest? Maybe? Possibly? Or is it just more world building and stuff? It's very, like, the world in this game is very strange, because, like, it's really cool and everything, but it feels almost Lovecraftian in a sense, because one of the big things with Lovecraft, like the Lovecraft theme. Am I going no, I'm going the wrong way. One of the big things with the Lovecraft theme is, like, the whole concept of, like, loneliness, and everything being inevitable. So there is always going to be destruction. You cannot get past that. There's always going to be an end, and it's basically just kind of have to accept that, right? There is no happy endings, basically. I am breaking into all these places. Is it really nighttime? Okay, that's a stove. That's a stove for cooking up some good old metal ores. I guess I could sneak in here. Let me just take a peek. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. House not built. Unfurnished, top floor. I'm actually very curious about that, though. Oh, man. Should I do that? Garden? There's a garden? I can build a garden? Okay, let's do that one. I can't do any of the other ones. Change the theme? Can I... This property... This is the cost to redecorate the property. What is... This property will be redecorated in the macabre style of the Endless. No. What style is it in now? Is it just emptiness? That does not look like it's... Wait, what? House for sale. Why does it still say that it's for sale? I bought this bitch. What are you talking about? Is this a matter of, like, I have to come back in a couple days? Oh, that's pretty cool if that's the case. Here, let's get a bed here, then. Welcome, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for a bed. But seeing as you're the first to sleep in it for a good few years, the mattress might be rotten. Just sweep off the maggots and you're good to go. Anyways, that'd be 2 coins. Here you are. Okay, that's lovely. Oh, I love sleeping with the maggots. I keep forgetting that you're a thing. Alchemy. Yes, this is what I wanted. Well, I kind of screwed myself on that one. That's Jitter Seed. So what does this do? Elixir of Luck. Yeah, that just creates a stamina potion. This with Duchess creates a mana potion. Wait, doesn't the eyes create... Okay, I think I got something confused. I'm pretty sure the eyes create a health potion, right? Let's sleep. Am I forgetting something? Oh man, gotta love alchemy. I've been, recently I've been kind of, sort of replaying, Skyrim because it has been ages since I've done the main quest, even though I'm not actually doing the main quest. I feel like I am. I've done like 2 or 3 of the main quests, and, recently, at least, with this playthrough, and, I just get distracted searching for stuff and looting and all that kind of stuff. But it's been a long time since I played the main story, so I was like, you know what? I kind of want to replay it and refresh myself. So I play like an hour at night sometimes, like every other night. And I've just been collecting all of the alchemy ingredients that I possibly can. So I've been like experimenting with that, and I discovered that there's salmon roe that you can get if you go to like any water stream. Oh, this place is all fancy. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Is this still being worked on? Nope. Okay. Wait, is this all the books that I've found so far? Oh, that is cool. Oh, that's so cool. So if I want to like read up on the lore, then it's all there. I love that. I gotta test to see if it's actually adding to that, though. So I discovered that if you go to any water stream that you can see, like, the salmon kind of jumping out, if you use, like, a flame spell and just shoot at that, let's go to the marketplace real quick. if you shoot at that, and it'll kill the salmon that are jumping up. After you kill them, you run and collect them, and when you do, you get salmon roe. And I think it might be the only way that you get salmon roe. It's definitely the easiest way to get salmon roe. But you get that. Thinking cap. Tempting. You get that, and you get chicken eggs, and you mix those two together, and it creates a very powerful water breathing potion. And that water breathing potion sells for like, I think it's like 300 gold each. So it's super easy to just like grab that stuff, because you just go around to any farm and just pick up chicken eggs and stuff. And then boom, you know, get the salmon, which is very, like, the salmon roe is very easy to get once you know how to do it. And you just make bank. So that has been cool. That has been a good way of making money. Plus, if you have the anniversary edition of the game, you can actually just get that farm. There's a farm that's like in between, was it Warwickstead and Whiterun? If you go in between there, there's a farm that you can get after completing like a small, short little quest. Trying to look for alchemy ingredients. And after you complete that, you get a farm, and you can grow stuff there, and then you can get Lydia or any other person. I don't know if you can get Farandar, because he's an easy one you can get at the beginning. I don't think he counts as a house Carl though, but you can get Lydia. Lydia's pretty easy to get at the beginning, and then after you do, make her the house Carl there. Hello, what is this place? Wait, can I break this down? A might of 8? Are you serious? I'll come back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, I'll be back. So, you hire Lydia there, get some farm hands with some gold, and just make sure to plant some stuff, and it just generates you money. It's so easy. It generates you money. It's actually kind of busted. I am kind of weird. Like, I'm kind of undecided of how I feel about it, because it's kind of overpowered. It's super easy to get at like level 1 right out the gate, out of the beginning of the game. There's no hard enemies really that you have to fight or anything. God, that place looks sick. And you can just do it. Like, you do that, get the farm hens. They're not really expensive or anything. And then you just make bank. You end up making, I think it's like every day that passes generates revenue. So if you're out adventuring, going through some dungeons or something, while you're gone, Lydia's just making you money. Yes, give me your stuff. As a jitter seed. Oh, jitter seed. I thought that you could buy ingredients. Can you not? Maybe I should try. I could try just doing this anyways. I make bad decisions, don't I? I make very bad decisions, don't I? Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna try this anyways. I'm gonna see if I can do it with just the 5 that I have. I do have 5, right? Yeah, I have 5. This place looks neat. Hello. Okay, I've already collected that, because it hasn't been enough days for that to pass. I'm so curious what those things are. Because they said that it was like full of puzzles, and to get to the Duchess, it's like the path is full of puzzles, enemies, and like hidden walls. Was it the person that's sweeping that said that? It's been quite a few videos ago, so I don't remember. Actually, you know what? Let's go talk to them real quick. It would make sense to do that, right? Wouldn't it? Hello. The endless sweeps the ground, the rake. Okay. Can I visit the Duchess? You sure can try. Her family manor is over yonder, but it's mostly just a ruin now, and she's heading the entrance with a spell. You have to figure out how to get across somehow. She's also enchanted a bunch of skeletons to patrol the place, so watch your step. They can't really think, it's just a spell holding them together. So, okay. Wait, so it's just the entrance? Do I not need a lot of spells? I'm so curious what that thing is, man. I feel like I need to use my potion on that. But I don't want to. I don't want to waste mine right now, just in case. I'm also going to look around, because there's a lot of cool stuff. So if it's just the one... Oh, that's such a cool sight. Damn. If it's just the one, then that shouldn't be an issue at all. Boom! Broke through the door, look at that. Can we get the music back on? Oh, that was creepy. Alright, the music's back on, I guess. Yo, what the hell? Ask and you shall receive. Ha! Dude, the timing on that is insane. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Boom. Yes. Be guiding with you. Oh, what is all of that? There's a whole thing over there. I gotta look over here, though. There's too many places, man. There's too many places. I want to explore them all. I have a bad habit of, like, wanting to do exactly that, just explore everything, but then I end up exploring the same, like, 5 places over and over and over. Just on, like, a loop. I do that every single time in Skyrim. I don't know if you guys had that same issue. Same thing with, Fallout 4. Same exact issue. Like, there's a vast open world for you to explore. I always go to the same 5 freaking places. And it's not intentional. It's just like, ooh, I'm gonna go here. And then I just kind of stick to that area. Especially since, for me at least, I tend to play, like, survival. And sometimes I'll do, like, survival permadeath runs. It's just fun. I don't know. I like it. I like to experiment with forced builds, I guess. Hello? Ooh. Wait, do I not need one of the potions then? Is it just gonna be some of these? That's what the other one was then. Okay, I gotta go to the other side. Might just go to the other side. That thing looks like it's watching me. Like an eye. It's an eye staring me down. Don't you worry. I'll be getting to you soon. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, that one's dead. Nice. There it is. I don't know how good your reception is. There's a lot of trees in the way. Does this thing work like Starlink? I gotta chop down all the trees for it to work. Doom, doom, doom. Oop. There we go. And a fine ore. Can I have Emberian ore? Bro, we're so close to that thing. Urgh. Yo. Every time, like, I'm a broken record at this point, I know, but like every time, man. That thing just, like, it's the scale from like where you're at and everything. It's just so fascinating. And plus, like, there's a floating island right where my cursor is. You guys can't really see it because it's like super dark red. It like blends in kind of. If I move a little bit, you can kind of see it. It's like right near my cursor. But like you're looking at that and it's like, okay, that's a floating island. Probably around the same size as this one, maybe the other one, I'm not too sure. And then there's that, just right there. If I can go to that island, that's gotta be such a terrifying sight. Why does this look like the, the Hogwarts sorting hat? What? Alright. Let's go down. Let's see if, can't carry more lockpicks. I'm surprised how efficient I've been with lockpicks. Bro, I had a freaking moth, a little tiny moth on my arm. I don't know what it is with moths lately. Okay, let's see. Anything cool over here? Oh yeah, I saw the announcement for there's a fan-made game that is releasing probably in a couple years. And I'm debating on if I want to do a react, little small react video to the trailer for it, because I haven't seen the trailer yet. I just saw the news of it. But there is a fan-made game that someone is making where they're recreating Fallout 1 in the Doom engine, which looks so cool. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, I am getting my butt kicked. I'm doing the butt kicking, but I'm still getting my butt kicked by this guy. The archers are such pain. There we go. Yeah, I saw a little bit of, like, a short clip of it, and it looked really good. So I am pretty curious about that. I don't know when it releases, though. There's a lot of stuff that's, like, from, like, fan-made games around Bethesda games that are coming out soon. We have Sky Oblivion, unless it's been delayed, that is releasing... Ooh. Wait, do I need a... Let's try the potion. Nah. Nope, it's gonna be a puzzle. Damn. Yeah, so there's Sky Oblivion. Like I said, unless it changes the release date, that's coming out later this... Oh, it's this. It's coming out later this year. Which probably won't be that long from now. I'm definitely going to be doing a playthrough of that, as long as my computer doesn't have a stroke trying to play it. Oh my god, that looks so sick. Oh, that is cool. Dude, I was expecting it just to create like a rainbow bridge or something. Dude. Oh, that is sick. Okay. Yeah, gonna be doing that. Next year, I think it's next year that we get Skywind. Apparently there's a remake I completely forgot about. There's a remake of Morrowind in Oblivion, in the Oblivion engine, that I think's done. But I keep forgetting that that exists, so I need to check that out as well. And I gotta check out Enderall, and I got too many freaking games I gotta play, man. Too many games. Too many games. Why do I feel like I've seen you before? Oh, what is this? Nothing seems to happen. Oh, one of these days I'm gonna figure those guys out. You look cool as hell, man. Oh, I got the screenshot. Nice. Hanging in the gloom, the endless woman is engrossed in ritual. She hisses violent, unfamiliar words while her hands trace sparks of light through the air, illuminating the books and the dust around her. Should I bow? Hello. The woman seems oblivious to your presence, her face inscrutable behind her mask. She continues to mutter esoteric phrases while sculpting glyphs of lights. What are you doing? She screams, her voice seething with a wave of magical energy that sends the books crashing to the floor. I wish that there was a visual for that. That would have been nice. Do you know how difficult it is to weave parallel cipher syntax while some idiot is talking in your ear? I didn't know you were doing that, right? I like that dagger. That's a sick dagger. She groans in frustration. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a family crisis, and you caught me trying to conjugate a pair of superlatives? Superlatives. I thought it was gonna be super laxatives. I was like, okay, shit, pulling a prank on your family. Sometimes I just hate cipher semiotics. Yeah, same. I definitely understand that one. Well, I suppose if you bypass my security measures, you must have come here for a reason. She studies you a moment. You're not a cadaver assassin, are you? Sent by the infernal writer to try and lop my head off, or some such. Yes, I am an assassin. What's a cadaver? What? No, I'm not an assassin. She studies you for a moment. Well, that's exactly what an assassin would say. I have to be sure. I should have lied. I'm just going to have a poke around in your mind. You may feel some tingling in your brain, but don't worry. This rarely leads to permanent damage. Okay. Did you say permanent? Okay. A pain slices through your head, followed by a plethora of discomforting feelings. Your senses are jumbled. You hear smell. You hear what? You hear smell. Taste sights. Breathe sounds. That is... Damn. Everything warps and you feel nauseous. But then you find yourself hunched over a huge book in the candlelight, praying that your master won't find you with this forbidden tome. You run your hand over the ink and utter a few words. Your throat crackles with magical energy, and you suddenly are very afraid. Yes, you remember. You were 6 years young, a child, scholar, taking your first tentative steps into the arcane. Her voice cuts through your dream. A youth of study, mortal. We are kindred spirits, you and I. But this isn't enough. I need more. Another wave of nausea. Reality churns around you until you wake in an Inquisition prison cell. The smell of rust and shit filling your nostrils. That's lovely. So that's it, eh? You're with the Inquisition bastards. You're not a but you're not a player. Definitely not. Just some pawn, and they're scheming, blackmailed with the threats of oblivion. How pitiful. I am not a player, I'm an NPC. Once more, you're submerged in memory. You see Vella's ship drifting away from you, and with it, your only hope of salvation. Ah, so it's Vela that you're after. I sailed with her for 10 years. Even called myself a Dark Star, but I assume that you knew that. Basalt sent me. Ah, so that old sea slug's still with us. I must admit, I always thought the drink would kill him, but to hear he's working with the Inquisition after all we've been through, well, this only deepens my suspicions. So tell me, do you kill for your masters? Do you take the lives of others to preserve your own? I kill anyone who stands in my way. Only in self-defense do I draw my sword. I avoid conflict wherever I can. Let's try the third one. So you're either a pacifist, a coward, or a liar. Probably a liar. Let's see the truth, shall we? Your mind reels once more. You see the men and monsters who stood in your way and how you've clashed swords, evaded their blows, buried your steel into their flesh. You remember the chaos, the thrill, the bloodlust. The truth is, you enjoyed it. She seems taken back. Mortal, you're a monster. The blood that you've spilled. Nobody could ever atone for such wanton violence. Though, I suppose I have no right to judge you. My conscience is hardly clear. But what's this? Searing pain. And you see the flesh farm screaming in agony. You see Ryder, his cruel gaze, and you remember the deal that you made. Ah, so you are in league with the cadavers. Your actions, whether in spites or folly, have cast a dark shadow on this island, and yet I see nothing to show that you mean me harm. She sighs. I'll spare you the torment of further mind probes, mortal. Any more and your brain could burst, and I don't want to clean that up. But where are my manners? We learned all about you, but I've not introduced myself. She feigns a pompous bow. The Duchess at your service. Well, really, I am yep, that word. Philomena. Cabardridge. I don't like the words in this game. They're big words and they hurt my brain. Duchess of Vestalshire. But that's quite the mouthful, isn't it? Yes. I'm gonna call you the one-eyed lady with a dagger. It's gonna be that long of a title as well. If you'd arrived about 6 centuries ago, I would have greeted you into a bustling household alive with music and merriment. My servants would have offered refreshments. I would have introduced you to my 5 darling children. She chuckles wearily. How is it that 600 years can pass so quickly? Now I drift in this cold tomb while my estate lies in decay. It sounds like you miss your former life. There's not an endless around who doesn't, but for most of us, it's hard to think that our mortal lives, without opening the door to our demons. You see, I became Duchess the day my father died, in the Great Devouring. Do you know what that was? No. 635 years ago, the Endless were born from the hubris and folly of our king. His wretched spell twisted half of the realm into this accursed form. We were born anew, frenzied and hungry. So the realm of Verdant, for that is what it was called, then ate itself. Friends and family who were dining merely together in the morn were eating each other by the eve. Yeah. And my family was no different. I was 5 and 30 years of age. What? So 35? That's such a weird way of saying that. When it happened, I had a husband, 5 beautiful children. You know, the coolest thing, there was a part of us that knew what was happening. As I tore into my husband's flesh, I howled, not in anger, but in sorrow, as my daughter gorged upon the bowels of her brother. I saw the tears streaming down her face. As I picked up my infant son, not 3 months old, I wanted to hold him, to kiss him. I never meant to. Her voice croaks, and she is silent a moment. That's rough, but they're sentient. So couldn't they have, like, prevented that? Or is it kind of like a, is it vampires that do that? You know what? Let's use ghouls as an example. Like Fallout ghouls, where they can kind of go feral. Except for in this case, it's like they go feral if they're hungry. And then they snap back. Say nothing. So the endless is to live... To be endless is to live with a terrible guilt. It is the same for all of us, but while most find comfort in the rituals and traditions of old, I find them suffocating. She chuckles. But there I go again, dredging up the past. I think it's why I stopped getting invited to all those mausoleum balls. So tell me, mortal, this hunt for Vela, what do you hope to accomplish? Can't you just read my mind? I must stop her from destroying the world. I want to help her to save the world. She dies, I get my freedom. Simple. Yeah, fair. Can't you just read my mind? Well, of course I could, but it's terribly impolite, and now I know that you're not after my head. You can lie all you wish. It bothers me not. Yeah, I want my freedom. Self-preservation. No truer motive than that. But still, when the time comes, you may have a choice to make. I wonder, do you understand what's truly at stake? There is a hidden language to the universe, mortal. A web of signs and signifiers which establish the very rule by which we live. And Vela, she wants to change it. She wants to change reality itself, to create a new world. I never was one for cipher semiotics. Can we get to the point? How would that work? When we cast a cipher spell, we are speaking in the hidden language of the universe. But the rules, the grammar, the syntax, the signs themselves, so it's like programming, all of us, from the humble scribe to the powerful cipher wizards, must adhere to the constraints. When we don't, there are often dire consequences. Like the world rent. She nods. I don't know for sure what happened back then, but I witnessed it with my own eyes, felt it in my mind. It was the most powerful spell that I have witnessed, and it was caught in a syntax cascade, an infinite loop. But if Vela's plan works, she'd make the impossible possible. With the click of her finger, she could raise an empire, make anyone truly immortal. Even raise someone from the dead. Why do I have a feeling that that's her goal? Because I feel like we talked to the ghost or somebody else and they had mentioned something that made me wonder that as well. Sounds dangerous. Indeed. I have often weighed this dilemma in my mind. Would it be good or for ill? My people live in torments, or decaying bodies and haunted minds, or prisons from where there is no escape. But could Vela's plan be our salvation, or would it subject the whole world to a similar torment? I don't think that any single person, should ever have that much power, because, for one, there's no telling what that person would do with it in the first place, and even the most innocent, nice, humble person on the planet can be altered. They can change. Things happen, trauma happens, stuff happens. They can be manipulated. They can be tricked. There's so many different things that can go wrong because we are all living beings. We're all humans or whatever the hell these people are. So there's always going to be mistakes. So somebody having that kind of power by themselves, that's just a terrible idea. I haven't yet made up my mind, but if I'm honest, I would like to be there when the decision is made. Seems like our interests align. Alas, I'm somewhat engaged for the moment. I think I mentioned a family crisis. My daughter has been stolen from me. She closes her eyes. Her name is Aline. Of all my children, she alone remains. I can still see her, 9 years young, holding my hand in the lush grass of Verdant. Everyone in the village knew that beaming smile. She is 9 years old still, and the feeling of her hand in my own is all that keeps me clinging to this wretched existence. And now those damn cadavers have taken her. Yeah, you know what? I'll go kick some butt. You would, mortal. If you were to save her, I would truly be in your debt. Or debt. The cadavers are a secretive bunch, and I've caught wind that one of them frequents the rotten coffin and sepulchre. He wears a full suit of armor and holds a key that will grant access to the upper levels of the cadaver keep. He surely won't speak to me, nor my lackeys, but you're an outsider. More than that, you're immortal, and cadavers are very interested in mortals. Wait, why are they interested in mortals? Oh, did I forget to mention? While most of the Endless eat from they eat people, the cadavers still believe that it's their right to feast upon sentient flesh like you. But don't worry, I'm sure that you'll be fine. Yeah, I'll kick their butt. I don't mind. My daughter has a signet ring on her finger. Find her, and I'll help you track down Vela. You have my word. Gotcha. All right, that's not a bad task. I'll do that. I don't mind helping you out one bit, my dude. Step through the mirror and appear someplace else. I like the portal thing. That's really cool. Because it's like a picture frame, like you're stepping into a picture, you're stepping into a photo, you know? So yeah, we need to head back, all the way back to Sepulchre, which I think I can actually use my spell, right? And here we are. So we can come here, and we are good to go. But we have ran out of time for today, so I'm gonna wrap things up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe. That way you can keep up with the playthrough. Because I don't know how many people are actually playing through this game on YouTube. I have no clue. But it's a very interesting story. So I don't know how to end videos. So good night.